Hi, I'm Malin from Good Eatings, and today it's time for another monthly favorites video. May has just passed and we're now in June, although here in the UK it's pretty grey. I wonder when the summer is gonna arrive, but we're gonna talk a little bit about what I found and enjoyed in May. So let's go. I'm gonna start with food as usual, and I have three sort of convenience foods that I've been reconnecting with since we got back to the UK and London maybe a week ago now. We're only gonna be here a few weeks, don't worry. I'll be moving soon again. Anyway, let's start. I wanna start with this caramelized onion hummus that is by Sainsbury's own brand. And usually I don't buy the flavored hummus because I usually just go for the organic plain one because usually the flavored ones are not organic. But this was on a deal and it's so tasty. It's it's with caramelized onions. Obviously it has some sugar in it, and as all hummus, at least store-bought hummus, it has oil, so it's maybe not the most healthy option, but hey, what floats your boat? And this definitely floats mine. And yeah, the texture is like any other store-bought hummus. So a tip from me to you, if you're in the UK, try it out. Maybe where you are there's a different brand that has a similar flavor. Go and check it out. And the second thing I have is something I haven't tried store-bought before but have made myself, is Tempeh Bacon, and this is by the brand TvSeries. It's an American brand, and I found this in Whole Foods, a place where I don't often shop, but it's great for sort of specialty items, I don't know. Anyway, this is really good. It's just like a normal tempeh sort of patty cut into thin slices, and it's marinated, and you just fry it, and it's great with this hummus on like crackers or bread, or obviously you can use it if you want to try to make like an English breakfast or something like that. And it's pretty simple ingredients. It's non-GMO soybeans, water, soy sauce, molasses, maple syrup, smoked flavoring, yeast extract, salt, apple cider vinegar, and a starter culture. I think that's pretty okay for a sort of ready-made product. And this is a tip. Definitely, it's really tasty. If you don't want to make your own, it's worth a try. And then let's get to my favorite thing, which is this ice cream. It's called Almond Dream, and it's the salted caramel flavor. Again, I think this is an American brand. It's completely vegan, non-dairy. Again, not the most healthy thing, but ice cream shouldn't be really, I guess. And this is great. It's creamy and smooth, and we've eaten some of it. It does need a little bit of defrosting before you can tuck into it, but it's really tasty. If you see this in the store, I'd definitely give it a go. And again, I found this at Whole Foods, but I've also found it on Ocado, which is a British online supermarket, and I've also found it at Waitrose, so have a look. Then moving on to something a little bit different. If you've watched my last video of the What I Eat in a Day in Copenhagen, you will know that I've been hunting for some clothes, and I've been trying to ditch the high street brands since watching a documentary called The True Cost, where you learn about how the textile industry and the clothing sort of fast fashion industry works. And so I found a store in Brixton called The Keep, which carries a brand called Armed Angels, which is the brand who made this top I'm wearing right now, which I think is really nice. It's comfortable, it's made from organic cotton, it's a sustainable sort of fabric, and it's made ethically. The people who made it have had a fair wage and good working conditions. So I think that's worth paying a little bit extra for. And this brand called Armed Angels, it's a German brand, and actually a really lovely lady called Rita Serrano I don't know if I'm saying that right, sorry Rita. She told me about this brand on Instagram. I'll link to her below because she makes really fantastic food as well, so thank you Rita. And now I've found this brand here in the UK at a store called The Keep in Brixton, and they sell lots of different sort of ethically made fashion brands, so various clothing items. It's worth a look as well. And then let's move on to something else fun and vegan. I bought 2 vegan magazines since I arrived in the UK. One all about cooking and one that's both food and lifestyle. And it's both from the same company, I guess. And this was the first one, and this cooking one was launched just in May actually. And it's really fun, it's really great with lots of different recipes for lots of different tastes. There's raw, there's a bit of junk, there's some fine dining recipes from a restaurant in Berlin in this issue. And it wasn't too bad, it was $4.25. I think that's okay for a magazine, and this was the same price. This has more articles on various issues and vegan news. It has tips and tricks and also recipes and lots of fun stuff. Lots and lots. I haven't read this one really yet. I've obviously tucked into this one though. I'd really recommend having a look at them if you like reading magazines. And yeah, obviously now with not buying any fast fashion and not eating any other food than vegan food, it's great to read magazines that are a little bit more conscious, which obviously these vegan magazines are. Last but not least, Rob and I have rediscovered a TV show this month, and it's called Freaks and Geeks. I'm sure many of you have seen it. If you haven't, you definitely should. It's really entertaining. It's a rather short series. There's just 1 season, and it sort of deals with kids going to high school in America in the late 70s in quite a good way. I mean, it seems quite realistic, but it's also funny, and yeah, you should check it out. I'm not so good at explaining these TV series, but I promise I'll get better for the next one. It's about a sister and a brother anyway, and their family and their friends. Therefore the name Freaks and Geeks, and it sort of deals with cliques in high school and how they deal with their place in the world. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found something in here inspiring, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care. Bye.